Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Catalina Francesca and this is KaleidoscopeKat. We are here to talk about the decks that I worked with this past week and the decks that I'm going to be working with in the coming week. So this past week I worked with the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot, which I made this super cute orange bag for. Oops, there's a little piece of thread on that. This super cute orange bag for. I did also actually edge this deck in orange. So the backs of this deck are totally gorgeous. Anyways, and then the Oracle deck that I worked with this week was the Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Mosley. I forget who the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot is by, but it's a Lo Scarabeo deck. It's really beautiful and I really like it a lot. And I did edge this deck this week in brown. Let's see if that will, well, I'm sure that you can see that that's brown. And then these are the backs of this deck. So I'm just going to show you a few of my favorite cards. I mean, I kind of have a lot of favorite cards from this deck because they're so gorgeous. But this is the King of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. The Page of Cups. And I did not draw all of these cards this week. I just, when I was edging the deck, went through and found cards that I really loved. This is the Six of Swords, which I love because it is sort of based on this painting of the Lady of Shalott, which is one of my favorite Arthurian legends. This is the Empress, Strength, the King of Swords, please focus, there we go, the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. I just think that this Queen of Pentacles looks really like lush and inviting, and why is it focusing on my hair and not the card? The Hermit, which I mentioned in a different video that this Hermit gives me major Saint Joseph vibes, and Saint Joseph is my patron saint. Come on. There we go. Not entirely certain what it is about this Hermit that gives me Saint Joseph vibes, but it really does, and I love it. This is the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. I just love the expression on her face. And Death. And this is clearly Ophelia from Hamlet. There we go. Yeah, so those are some of my favorite cards from the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot. I want to show you a couple of cards. This is way too many. And I've just realized that a lot of my favorite cards, so this is 5 now, that a lot of my favorite cards from this deck, this is Change, have sort of a similar like art style. Change, Choice, this is Choice, Intention, intuition, and thought. I really love this one. I didn't get this one this week, but I think it's gorgeous. Okay, so that is the decks that I worked with this past week. So then this upcoming week, I'm going to be working with the Fairy Tale Tarot by Lisa Hunt and my Tao Oracle, which I keep in this bag, which is made from the same fabric that there's a pair of pants that my mom and I share that are made of this fabric. So let's talk about the cards that I pulled for my weekly working deck spread. So for what can we accomplish together this week, I got the Nine of Cups, which is actually I got the Nine of Cups in this position last week using the Pre-Raphaelite tarot. So that's interesting. For what should I do to make that happen, I got the Nine of Wands, which in this deck is really about working together and cooperation. For how are you feeling this week, I got the Eight of Pentacles, which in this deck is a little bit more about like cleverness and it's more about like cleverness than about like honing your craft, I guess. For how can we grow together this week, I got the Two of Swords, which is a pretty dramatic image. And for what can I expect from you this week, I got actually two cards popped out of the deck. So I got El Mentor, the Mentor, and which is in the place of the Hierophant, and the En la Hada Madrina, or El Hada Madrina, the Fairy Godmother, in the place of, which is in the, that card is in the place of the come on. This card is in the place of the Empress. And to me, these two cards together with these two sort of fairy tale archetypes really speak to that this deck is like willing to help me out, but only if I put in the work as well. Because that's really the archetypes of like the Mentor and the Fairy Godmother, like they don't just help anyone. Like, I mean, obviously they help the hero, but like they're helping the hero because the hero or heroine is like doing the work that they need to do. So, and then from the Tao Oracle, for how can I best work with you this week, I got Dispersion. And for what can I learn from you this week, I got Prosperity. So that's interesting. I'm excited to see what else comes up with these decks, and I will see you in my next weekly working decks video. Probably there will be a video out sooner than that, but yeah, I will see you in. I'll see you in the next video of mine that you watch. And I hope that you have a really, really lovely day. Happy taroting if you tarot, and yeah, just have a great day.